everybody, so thanks for blushing around with me again here on Friday, and today we're going to do some quick tips. And if you haven't noticed, my lip ring is out, there's where it was, and I'm going to be focusing on the lip area. Also, I do apologize, the sun keeps coming in and out and in and out, so the lighting is probably going to fluctuate throughout the video, but we'll be okay. So first off, to start, two most important things no matter what lips, and I'm going to show you nude lips, red lips, and all sorts of different techniques today, is going to be an exfoliator and it's going to be a chapstick. So really important, you always want to keep your lips exfoliated. This is one actually from MAC, I don't think you can get anymore, but you can always use a sugar scrub, that's what I use at home. And after you apply that, you always want to use a chapstick, and use this before you put on any lip products. This happens to just be soft lips. It has an SPF 20, you can find this at any drugstore. But make sure you always put something on, that way you don't get that gross chappy lip. So first, to start out, I am going to focus on the nude lip. Okay, so for the nude lip, the best way that I found to give you that really good looking nude lip is to take a little bit of your foundation, if it's a liquid, and just rub it right across the lips. Okay? See how it really just nudes the lips out? Works really well. The other thing you can use too is, of course, if you don't use a liquid foundation, is a concealer. You want to watch the type of concealers you use though. If you're using like a liquid or something like this, perfect. It's just going to smooth, right on top of the lip area. You don't want to use something thick or something heavy. No creams, no pots, no anything like that. Just because it can actually grab onto the lipstick or the gloss that you're putting on, kind of chap you throughout the day, and then it's just not a good look, especially if you're going to wear it for a long period of time. So use something liquidy, go ahead and put that on. Next, you can follow it up with a lipstick, or you can go straight to a lip gloss. I'm going to do lipstick. This is Pretty Please from MAC. Really pretty nude color. It is pink base though, so if you're a pinky one like me, this works the best. So now you have more of that nude color. And then of course, just a clear gloss right on top. And there you go, so you have your perfect nude lip. Another trick though, this is a little added thing, and you can do this with any lip color that you use, is to set it with a little bit of powder after you put the gloss on. That's what this is right here. So you just take a powder, this is just a face powder. You can either, take your fingertips and kind of set it on. You can take a brush like this, get a little bit and just set it across. Setting it with a powder does wonders. It's just like setting your cream liners or something with a powder. So set a little bit of powder on top, you're good for the day. If you're doing more of a red lip or pink lip, use a powder that's close to that color. Red lip, use a little bit of a red powder. Pink lip, use a little bit of a pink powder. Okay, next we're going to focus on the deep red bold lip. So a few different ways that you can do this. Your number one friend is going to be this right here, especially if you're not good at lining. This is Ozone from Urban Decay. Other lines do have similar products. This is a clear lip liner. You just take it right along the outsides of the lips. If you have fine lines up here, you can always fill it in, do whatever you want. This is going to keep your lipstick on and nobody will even know that you used the liner. Next thing would be to use a liner and a lipstick. So you can get a liner that's close to your color, that's going to be the best. This happens to be Gash from Urban Decay, and the lipstick that I'm going to be using is Gash from Urban Decay. So obviously those are the best choices. There's two different ways that you can apply this. You can either take the product and you can take the lipstick, kind of put it in first and get it as close as you can to the line of your lip, and then take your liner and kind of fill it in. I personally am going to look to the side just because this is where I have my mirror. I like to line the lips, not too heavily, and blend. Always blend in your lip liner. You don't want that harsh lip line look, and this does not have to be perfect. This is just going to help to keep everything in. Okay, same thing at the top and down the sides. Obviously you'd want to pay a little bit more attention, but I'm trying to do this quick and talk to you at the same time. So you get more of that lip line look, and then if you go out just like I did here, I'm going to show you how to fix that. Next, you can take your lipstick either just off the stick itself or on a brush and fill in. And again, the color that I'm using is Gash from Urban Decay. So there you go, you get that look. And then if you want to kind of fix any lines that maybe you went out of a little bit, go ahead and take a little bit of your concealer, doesn't really matter the consistency of this, and grab a brush, a nice flat brush, take it and line where it is, and that is your instant eraser. So it's going to really, really fix any of the mistakes you made. Another thing you can do too, and you can do this with any lip, would be to kind of give it a little bit more dimension, and that would be to either use a pencil. This is from NYX, this is white. You either want to sit on it to make it a little bit warmer, more emollient, or rub it on your finger and kind of press it in like that, or you can take a powder, which is what I use, a pressed pigment, I'm sorry. This color right here is vanilla. Take a little bit on your fingertip and set it right here in the center, and then on the two humps. You normally don't want to use this much, but I'm kind of trying to show you where to put it and blend it in. So you have more of this look of dimension where it's lighter here and then it goes darker on the side. And then of course take a little bit of gloss right on top. So there you go. Another thing with the gloss real quick is that if you're using a color and you're sensitive about your teeth being a little too yellow, take a blue gloss like this. This is from Urban Decay. This is Dynamite. Any blue gloss will work. Throw this on top. It instantly turns your red lipstick into a blue base. That way your teeth look a lot whiter. Another thing you can do with your lipsticks is, say you have a lipstick and you really love the color, but maybe you don't want that bold of a color. For example, Melrose Mood from MAC. Love this color. I'm going to put it on one side, just with the normal amount of pressure. So there you go. You get that really, really pink look. Take a lip brush, your best friend. Grab a little bit here on the tip and blend it into the lip. And as you see, I'm still getting the color, but it's nowhere near as strong and it's nowhere near as bold. So a lip brush is definitely going to be your best friend. And lastly, this is one of my favorite tips of all, is this is a way to make a really, really quick lipstick or lip gloss with just some eyeshadows and maybe a clear gloss that you have at home. So take a clear gloss, or any other color really, because you can just mix it, but take a gloss and take a shadow or take a loose pigment. This is Glam Gal from Glamour Doll Eyes. I love this as a lip gloss because I love my purple lipsticks. And this is lip safe. That's going to be really important. Make sure it's lip safe. So first I'm going to take Lavender Whip. I'm going to apply this on just as a base, so very, very light color, you can see it. And I have my powder and my gloss, and I am just going to mix the two together so you get a nice creamy, creamy consistency. Then you pick it up with your lip brush and check it out. You have a lip gloss. And you can do this with any pigment. You can do this with eyeshadow, anything that you'll want. Kind of do that real quick. But there you go. So instantly you have a gloss. This is great, especially if you don't want to carry a lot of stuff around, or maybe like for Halloween or different things, and you want like a green lipstick or green something. Just make it yourself. Alright guys, so there you go. I hope you learned a lot of things today. If you have any questions, of course, go ahead and let me know. Don't forget to check out Lee Kid tomorrow, and then I will see you guys all back here next Friday. Bye!